I don't think you're supposed to do that.
I came to Thailand for the Muay Thai, but I stayed for everything else. The food, the people, the pace, which is somehow fast and slow at the same time. One minute you're eating street food on a tiny plastic chair for $1, the next you're sweating your soul out in the brutal heat or zipping in and out of busy traffic on the back of a moped. So for the next few months, I'm traveling the entire country. Mountains, islands, small towns, chasing good food, better stories, and the kind of workouts that earn you respect from the locals, and maybe a second bowl of noodles. No plan, no filters, no fake smiles, just real life, and I'm bringing you with me. So subscribe and come along for the ride. This is Food, Fitness, and Fisticuffs, Thailand edition.
All right, just got to a town you've probably never heard of. It's called Kamphaeng Phet, and I actually scored a pretty nice little resort. So let's go check out my hotel room. Somebody left their leftover food here, which is really nice, but the rest of the room is actually pretty decent. So, king-size bed, AC, always important in Thailand, decent-sized fridge, and it's got a good-size bathroom and shower. So another $17 or $18 a night hotel, can't complain about that. So Kamphaeng Phet, nobody really comes here. It's on the way to Chiang Mai. I'm headed up north. I'm gonna stop at a few other places on my way to the north. But I've been in the south, I've been in the central region of Thailand, and now we're headed north. So if you haven't been tagging along, make sure you like and subscribe because we are going places. Make sure you go back and watch the other episodes from the south and central region of Thailand, covering all the Muay Thai gyms, all the food, all the culture, all the cool stuff that you want to see in Thailand. Okay, so I'm gonna relax a little bit and then we're gonna go explore the town of Kamphaeng Phet and just see what this place has to offer because it's just a small town. You're not gonna find the tourists here. You're gonna find interesting little things. You're not gonna find Apple stores, Starbucks, McDonald's, nothing like that. It's gonna be all Thai, all local stuff. So let's go do this. All right, Kamphaeng Phet is one of those places that I love coming to in Thailand or anywhere else for that matter when I go travel. You see, there's no tourists here. I walked around all day yesterday. I didn't see any tourists at all. And most of the people who saw me seemed to be kind of shocked. Like, what the hell is that guy doing here, right? Because this is pretty much it. This is the main strip. And you can see they have these kind of wooden old buildings. That one's even slanted. And then there's another one over there. We'll go take a look at that in a second. But it's just Thai. It's just locals, and that's it. That's nothing else. You just see people living life the way that Thai people do in small towns. And that's the authentic experience of traveling. You see, people love going to like Bangkok and Koh Samui and Phuket and maybe Pattaya if you like partying and, you know, that kind of lifestyle. But when I travel, I want to get the authentic experience and cultural experience of how the locals live. But look at like these old wooden buildings. This is what the majority of Thailand looked like until not too long ago. So we're going to continue to walk downtown a little bit, just through this main street and take a look at what it looks like. I mean, it's nothing special. It's just people living life, running their little businesses, selling grilled bananas, selling little foods and coffees that they make to make a living. And they don't make much money here at all. What we're gonna do from here is I need to get a quick pump on because I haven't lifted weights in over a week. I've been doing so much Muay Thai. I'm actually gonna take a break from Muay Thai this week because I'm feeling pretty burnt out. But I have some special things for you in this episode, okay? So make sure you watch until the end. We're gonna go check out some ancient temples. I mean, these things are really old. They might be over 1,000 years old. And then we're gonna check out a super local market that is the type of local market that you've never seen before. It's not like a big fancy night market. You're gonna see some stuff there that I would dare to eat. But we're also gonna mingle and interact with the locals quite a bit because I walked through there last night and they were super friendly and they had lots of questions like, why are you here? How long have you been here? Like, what are you even doing here? Because they just don't see people like me or foreigners in general coming here at all. So let's walk through this small, little, local Thai town a little bit. Catch a pump, go see some ancient temples, and then go eat some interesting, maybe dangerous food at the local night market. So one of the first things you'll notice when you come to Thailand is this chaotic electrical, I don't even know what you call that. But one thing too is in a town like this, they have these old wooden buildings. I mean, those cables just touch that wooden balcony there. I don't know if that's up to code. Seems like a fire hazard, but I mean, just look at these electrical structures everywhere. I'm trying not to get hit by a car here. But I mean, this is just wild. Electricians, are there any electricians who follow me? What do you think about this? Is this safe? Is this up to code at all? I mean, I've lived here for 6 months now and it still fascinates me. Sometimes you just find these ones with like birds' nests and yeah, it's wild. See what I mean? It's all just local stuff. Restaurants, shops. There's no like commercial shops anywhere, and that's awesome. I mean, it's just support local, right? And then if you look at these buildings, like these apartment complexes, these condos that people live in, I mean, a lot of these places, you're literally probably looking at $150 rent a month. You don't expect luxury. I've been in some of these places. There might be some geckos and some cockroaches in there sometimes, but I mean, that's what you get, right? 150 bucks a month. If you can deal with that, I know this is a crazy idea to some people, but if you can live like that and you work online, I mean, you could come here and save a lot. You could save a lot. See, instead of like an IKEA or some chain store, you go to that guy for your home furniture. You go to these people, they're closed right now, for your clothes. See, it's like if you want to buy an aquarium, you go to the aquarium guy who's making it right there. You want to buy a ladder, you go to the guy who makes ladders, right? If you want to buy beauty products, you go to the lady who sells beauty products. You have a store for everything. If you want to go buy gifts for monks at Buddhist temples, you go there. If you want to buy a motorcycle helmet, you buy that from that local shop. If you want to buy, I don't know, cabinets and kitchenware, you go to the guy who makes cabinets and kitchenware. All local stuff. I think that's super cool. It boosts the local economy, and yes, while Thailand's economy isn't the best, hello. While Thailand's economy isn't the best, that's for sure, they're doing stuff, right? Everyone has like a little business. Here's the garbage truck. Never mind, that's not a garbage truck. Sometimes you see these garbage trucks that are piled all the way up to the top, and then there's like 5 or 6 teenagers in sandals, completely covered in filth, handling the garbage. It's always interesting to see. Hey, you want to buy some textiles? You go to the textile lady, right? See what I mean here? There's no shopping mall. There's no Apple store. There's no Starbucks. There's no McDonald's. It's all locals. You need your motorbike fixed? You go to the guy over there. You need some gas? You go to that guy. There's even a phone shop. There's no Apple logo over there. It's just a local shop. Pretty cool. So we have a regular local temple. Now this must be just kind of a special site, because right across the street here we have these ancient, I suppose you could call them temples. Now I'm not able to read Thai yet, but these things are probably 500 years old. So there's something about this spot. They chose to put their temple right by these. And we're gonna go see a lot more of these. There's some huge ones just on the outskirts of town here, which is one of the main reasons I actually came here, is to see that kind of stuff. But also, for those of you who've been following, I've done pretty much the whole of the south of Thailand. Currently, technically, still in central Thailand. So I've done some episodes there. And tomorrow we're gonna start heading north to Sukhothai and Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, try and get in with some hill tribes. And then we're gonna head over east to the northeast to an area called Isan. Now, Isan is known for its different language, its different food, its different culture. It's almost like a different country. It's more similar to Laos than it is Thailand. So if you haven't already, remember to like and subscribe and follow along on this epic journey across the entire country of Thailand, bringing you Muay Thai food, nice random little local towns and just all the cool, wonderful, fun stuff that you come across in Thailand. All right, I gotta get to the gym because I gotta get my brain working. Today is definitely gonna be a workout for the brain more than anything else. I was planning on going to a regular gym, but I think I may have just found an outdoor gym, which is free and might be a little interesting. Let's see. There's a basketball court. Sometimes you find this interesting exercise equipment in these parks. Oh yeah, I see some. There's a pull-up bar, and then just the kind of like weird Asian exercise equipment that honestly just kind of sucks and doesn't make a lot of sense. But let's play around with some of it because it can get kind of fun and interesting. I mean, you got dips and pull-ups. That's great. There's actually quite a lot here. I mean, look at all this. So the thing with a lot of these types of equipment is it's mostly just your body weight minus like maybe 50% of your body weight, just the way the machines are structured. And for someone who's already into fitness, they just don't make a whole lot of sense to even use. And you know, if we remove that criticism and that, you know, being judgmental, I mean, some of these things they're just good for older people to get out in the park and move a little bit, right? Now, I would argue that if you're going to exercise, you might as well get the full benefit. But here's the thing. I mean, this is just promoting a more active lifestyle, and that's by far better than what we have in America or the West in general. We got a 42% obesity rate in America, and over 70% of people are overweight. So if we can promote at least some sort of form of exercise, especially outside for your mental health, if weather permits where you live, then that's probably a good thing. So let's check out some of this equipment and then maybe go to a real gym. Okay, this is like a lat pull down, but obviously they have the seats maybe the wrong way. So for me, not full range of motion. I guess there is a fair bit of resistance there for an older, weaker person who doesn't do pull-ups. I've used one of these machines in other outdoor gyms before, and I mean, look, this is absolutely useless, and this is one that I will absolutely criticize. It's retarded. So here's another useless piece of equipment. Spring is the only resistance you get, and you just push down there. I guess if you wanted, you could, no, this is all it does. Absolutely nothing. I'm trying not to be judgmental here. Okay, so this one is definitely the best one. Absolutely best piece of equipment here. Here's why. I need to get my fanny pack out of the way because this isn't for exercise. This is for sexercise. Oh yeah. I'm sorry, I had to. So this one actually makes a little bit more sense in that the range of motion is greater. See that? And there's, 22 pounds total resistance here, so not much. But if you're an older, weaker person, then that's awesome, I'm sure. But my issue is, if it's going to be an incline press, the bench needs to be more of an incline because I feel like I'm pushing forward and then doing a front raise. It's a strange push forward and then raise movement. Almost got it, Asia. You almost got this one. Now this is a classic Asian piece of equipment. I've seen them in Japan, I've seen them in Korea, I've seen them in Thailand. The grip is awesome. It's almost like a Yates row if you're familiar with the Yates row. But I mean, just look at this. That's like 25% of my body weight that I'm pulling. Imagine this, 1980s, electric blue and hot pink spandex, and this piece of equipment. Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to do that. So as someone who loves lifting weights and has been doing it for a long time and teaches people how to do it, I actually find videos of people lifting weights to be incredibly boring. So don't worry, I'm not going to bore you with some boring weightlifting videos here. But I do want to answer a question here because a lot of people ask me about it, and it's a great question. And that is, how do you balance martial arts training with weightlifting? I think it's a great question because it's a really difficult balance to find, especially in the beginning. And it actually took me a long time to figure it out. And more than anything, I think it took me a long time to accept the fact that I can't do both at the same time to their full capacity. So, for example, I've been training Muay Thai multiple times a week, sometimes twice a day, here in Thailand for the last 6 months and several months before that. I take breaks from Muay Thai occasionally to do things like powerlifting, strongman, bodybuilding, that kind of stuff. But I'd say the last 10 months I've been very consistent with Muay Thai multiple times a week. So when I do that, when I go through those phases, my weightlifting usually just goes down to 2 days a week. Okay, and I'm just doing 2 top sets. I'm not going to complete failure. I'm not trying to break any PRs. All I'm doing is preserving muscle and preserving the strength that I have. Now, keep in mind, when you do a lot of Muay Thai, for example, your weightlifting numbers are going to go down, and you have to accept that. All good things come with some sacrifice. So what I'm going to do here today is just an upper body push-pull kind of pump. Usually what I do is an upper body push-pull and then a full body. So I hit legs once a week and upper body twice a week. Because keep in mind, you're using your legs, your hips, your hip flexors, your hamstrings, your quads, your calves a lot in Muay Thai. So if you thrash them twice a week in the gym, you're probably not going to recover very well. So that being said, I'm not going to bore you with weightlifting videos. So here is a 10-second montage of just what I do on my upper body push-pull day. Let's go. Well, what an awesome gym. So let's go see some old ancient stuff now. Sawadee krap. Sawadee krap. Well, what a wonderful experience that was. Those ancient temples, it's really something. They kind of have an energy there too, if you sit and reflect, absorb the energy. So anyhow, I'm hungry and it's time to go to the market that's here. สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับ
ไม่ไปวิ่ง
ไม่วิ่ง
ไปกินอาหารครับ
อ๋อ
วิ่งออกกำลังกายแล้ววันนี้ออกกำลังกายแล้ว He was asking if I'm going to run, but I don't like to run. A lot of people do run here though. Look at this nice running track. But told him I already worked out for the day. Howdy, sir. That's actually the first Westerner I've seen here. First white guy. All right, so let's dig into this stuff here. Oh crap, already got my spoon and my fork on the dirty ground. Okay, we've got the somtam with extra peanuts, just a little spicy and not super sweet. They are incredibly efficient at using rubber bands here to close these, and I can never figure it out. So I usually just caveman my way through it and just dump it in. Yes, I love this stuff. I absolutely love somtam. Spicy papaya salad, some vegetables, some fruit in it, some vitamins, some fiber. And that's perfect. That's really good. Slight fishy flavor from the fermented shrimp. Now they gave me French fries with this chicken breast, which I don't really feel like eating right now. When you get food like this in markets, make sure you pay attention. Sometimes they staple it. There's a staple right there, and that can easily fall into your food and cause some problems for your teeth or your gut if your teeth don't catch it. So we got our grilled chicken breast, a little bit of vegetables, and we have our mixed fruit smoothie. So, I mean, I'm pretty much set for fiber, minerals, protein, and carbs, and very minimal fat. Because, like I said, they eat a lot of pork here. My diet has been pretty high fat, and I just don't feel good when I eat a higher fat diet. We got the khao niao too, the sticky rice. I love eating this stuff, especially with a salad or some sort of a sauce you want to dip it in. Not a bad dinner, right? Protein, vitamins, minerals, carbs. Finally, some fiber. Yeah. That is good. There's a little bit of seasoning on it, but not a whole lot. To be completely honest, I eat somtam, papaya salad, khao niao, sticky rice, and gayam, chicken breast, particularly ok gayam, the chicken breast grilled, almost every day. It's just an easy way to hit your macros. Another way to hit your macros is a dish here called pat krapao. You've got your, especially if you get pat krapao gai, pat krapao with chicken, or pat krapao nua, because the beef here isn't that fatty. Nua is beef. Very macro-friendly dish. You get rice, you get an egg, you get chicken, and a little bit of vegetables in it. Or this somtam gayang is a really good way just to hit your macros, get a high protein meal in, some carbs, some vitamins and minerals. Other Thai food is actually hard to do that with because, well, it's got a lot of fat in it, it's a lot of coconut, or just a tons of carbs and little protein. This is kind of my go-to. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this episode. We didn't do any Muay Thai. I'm taking a break this week. And I'm trying to figure out where to go next because I'm working my way north. I have to get to Chiang Mai, which is about 8 hours away. I have two options, but I have a bit of a predicament. Maybe you can help me out here. Let me know down in the comments. Okay, maybe you can help me. The way my visa works is I have to report to immigration every 90 days. So I have to do that here within a week. And it's kind of a difficult process. I have to get a paper from the hotel or landlord, a place that I'm staying, that says, yes, this person is living here right now. And then I have to give it to immigration. I wanted to go further west to the border with Myanmar in a completely remote area and meet some hill tribes. Kind of people with like the really long necks and the gold kind of rings around their neck. And they're all over the area. If I do that, I'm going to be cutting it short and risking not making my 90-day report, which can be an issue, So I think I'm going to skip that and then do that some other time. But there are some hill tribes around Chiang Mai that I'll be able to see. So we're going to go and try and see them. And I'm going to try and get them to exercise too, which should be fun. So I think what I'm going to do tomorrow is go to another town, much like this one called Sukhothai. It's got a real deep, rich history there because there was like empires or royalty from there during the Sukhothai and Ayutthaya times. My Thai history is not as good as European history, so if you know more about that, let me know down in the comments. I think I'm gonna go to Sukhothai and then maybe another place called Lampang, and then we're gonna go to Chiang Mai and maybe Pai and Chiang Rai, and then we're gonna head over to Isan and spend some time in Isan before we go back to Ayutthaya and Bangkok, and that will be pretty much wrapping up this trip. However, moving forward, instead of trying to do the whole country at once, which is fun but very exhausting, I think what I'm probably gonna do is a whole bunch of little trips into really remote areas of Thailand and incorporate Muay Thai and fitness into this kind of tribal life. Because I found there's some African looking tribes here, but they're Thai. They're indigenous, but they look African. I'm gonna try and spend some time with them in some future episodes, and just go to some other hill tribes and just interesting smaller towns. I'm not particularly interested in the super touristy destinations in Thailand anymore. I'm glad I saw some of them, and they're definitely pretty and nice, and they have a lot of things to offer, but you don't get the Thai experience. Here, this is Thailand. This is only Thai people, and they don't see people like me very often. And they're a little more open and friendly, but you go to the Koh Samuis, you go to the Phukets, it's just like you're just another tourist, and there's days where you don't even speak Thai or try to speak Thai or see Thai people really. You just see foreigners. And I didn't come here for that. Anyhow, if you haven't already, remember to like and subscribe. I hope you found this episode interesting. If you've watched until now, thank you very much. And I'll see you in the next episode, wherever it's going to be. I still don't know 100% yet. And that's kind of the beauty of travel. You got time. You don't really know exactly where you're going. You're just going with the flow. And that's the whole experience, right? That's one of my favorite things to do. I'm not stressing it. I'll just get to where I'm going to be, and that's going to be it. And I'll try to make the best of it. I do plan things out a little bit sometimes, to be honest, but this part of the trip, I don't know. See where it takes us. Anyway, shut up, Ethan. That's the end of the episode. คุณชื่ออะไรครับ
ชื่อแมงปอ
แมงปอ Ethan
อีซึน
Ethan
ช่อง YouTube ชื่อว่าอะไรคะแบบว่า
ยินดีที่ได้รู้จักครับ
กับแล้วแบบว่าใน YouTube
Okay. All right. You got to do this.
Where you come from
ประเทศอเมริกาครับ
หยุดมานี่กี่วันแล้วคะโอ้ว้าว
อยู่ที่นี่ที่กำแพงเป็ด3 วัน
3 วันแล้วไปไหนต่อคะ
ไปเที่ยวต่างประเทศ
โอ้วนรอบโลก
ทั่วเมืองไทย
แล้วจบกำแพงเพชรไปไหนต่อคะมีแผนไหมแผน
แพงไหมแพงไม่แพงไม่เข้าใจพูดช้าๆครับ
แผนเที่ยวแบบจากจังหวัดนี้แล้วไปไหนต่อไปไหนต่อเช่นแบบว่าจากกำแพง
ทุก
ไป
อาทิตย์ทุกอาทิตย์เมืองมาไม่เมืองไม่ทุกอาทิตย์รอไหมใช่ไหม
ไอ้แค่ไม่ใช่
คุณชอบเขา
ไม่ใช่บอกคนรู้จัก
Okay, bye bye. I might have said something stupid. I don't know.